Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel once again, Code with Dharanz. In this video we're gonna look about JSON, which is simply called as a JavaScript object notation. Let's get started about JSON. JSON is a JavaScript object notation. It's a data representation format. It's mostly often used for transporting and storing data. It's APIs and configuration files oftenly used by them. Then it is lightweight, easy for read and write, store and retrieve the data. Easily integrated with most languages. Wherever you are using an API, you can use this JSON formatted objects. In the JSON types, since it is a storing and transporting data, it is also having some data types. It is having a strings as normal. Every strings will be enclosed with the double quotation mark. The numbers, it can be a whole number, negative, positive, decimal numbers, and boolean, of course, true or false. And arrays can be integer array, string array, or generic array. Objects, JSON also always comes with a key and value pairs. Even when you specify a strings, the string should have some key. The value could be a data. So the key and value pairs always enclosed with the braces and double quotes, and always it takes a nullable format as well. So if we are creating a JSON file, how we can create what the extension, how we can store the data, we can see in next tab. So I'm having a student.json file here. As you see, .json is a extension format of a JSON files. I'm having a student database. How we can store the data, student data as a JSON format. First, I'm just taking an array of objects. In an array of objects, we can specify the name, age. Age can be an integer. Name should be a character, which is string, and subject. Each student can have a multiple subjects. So subject is another object of arrays. So in the array, I'm having a couple of objects, which takes a subject name and a marks. We can look into this as a real world example. Then you can get more about JSON. As you see, I'm having a couple of files here, index.html and student.json. Anything with a JSON is a valid JavaScript. JSON is an identical object of a JavaScript. So whatever you write in a JSON, you can simply use it as a JavaScript object. So I am taking a single object here, as it is a student.json. I'm taking the student ID, then student name, then subject. One student can have multiple subjects, so I am specifying that an array. So inside the array, I'm having an object. The first object must be the name of the subject, then mark of a subject, how much mark the student has got. So I'm specifying this, for example, and 60. This JSON contains a single object. A class can have a multiple students. If that is a multiple students, we have to put this object inside an array as we done for a subject. And I'm copying this and paste this. ID can be true and Sam 60. As you see, this is a JSON format. Now I want to show you how to retrieve the data. This is a way of storing JSON data, and I would like to show you how to retrieve from JSON data. As I told you, everything's a JSON is a valid JavaScript. I'm gonna create a HTML and the script. Inside the script, I'm creating one variable. In the variable, I'm specifying this. As you see, anything in the JSON is a valid JavaScript. So I'm logging it. In this way, you can easily understand how to retrieve data. I'm specifying student here. Refreshing it. So I executed the file. Now in the student contains a couple of objects. It's an array. The first array contains name and ID. If you would like to specify student dot name, the first array, the first array's first object could be the ID 1, which is student name Dharanz. It should be our output. Here we go. If that is a single object, we no longer use this array. Don't want to use this. Simply specify. Here we go. If that is a subject, student dot subject another array 0 dot the 0 mark. Now it should be a 75. Here we go. And you no longer use this arrays of object. The JSON should be a string of JSON for you. In that case, you can simply put a backtick. You can simply put the JSON objects arrays inside the backtick. Here we just use the property. Since it is a string, we have to use the whole object. Here we go. And this is a way to use JSON. I hope you learned about JSON on how to store, retrieve data and its basic concepts. If you like this video, please share, comment, and like it. Most importantly, please do press the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get latest my video updates. Thank you.